Volunteers offense takes the field to start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move at the 30. He's off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
2nd and 10 here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Zips it out to his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Past the first down marker and still running. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Going with the ground game left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires complete on the crosser. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Just ran over it. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more important.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vols! PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. He'll try to pop the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Can't hang on, he muffs it. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Now they'll run the draw. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the misfire, now on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Finds the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the left. Touchdown, Volunteers! What a grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Tennessee 21, Kentucky 9.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll try the left side. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Sweet cut there. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the air, it's Battle. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Vols will kick it away to start the second half.
28, Kentucky, 12.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Running it to the right. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, you could tell the QB saw space immediately. Forget the reads, forget anything else. I see all that space. I'm going to go attack it right now and make the big play.
Touchdown ball! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Tennessee, 35. Kentucky, 12.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it! Touchdown Volunteers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 19.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Southern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Comes out throwing on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8th.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got... Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Caught over the middle. It's Robbins. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
No, I never understood this, guys. It's 3rd and inches. Like, whatever happened to the quarterback sneak? Why not just go get the first down and then get a fresh set of downs? You try to be too cute, and that's what happens.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
It's complete on the right side. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air. It's Battle. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
First and goal, Tennessee.
They're going to throw it again. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Griffin. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Line getting set on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Tennessee ready to go to work. The Big Orange offense on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Coming after him, trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Got a man. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's battle. Good timing on the quick out. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
56, Kentucky, 19.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He gave him time to react, and he almost pulled off the interception. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The aerial assault continues, and they can't make the play on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. 1st down here with time for maybe 1 more play until the 2-minute warning. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. On the move. At midfield, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They're going to ride this running back. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. There's a